All right, to me, gay marriage is a perfect example as to why I'm more libertarian than liberal. And, I even like to say I'm more libertarian than even conservative, even though, obviously, as a libertarian, I would vote for a Republican before I vote for a Democrat. But gay marriage, here's why. All right, when the government gets involved, it always favors one group over another. Almost always. Whether you look at the bailouts or you look at regulations, someone always wins and someone always loses. In a free market, in a free society, you don't have fairness, you have freedom. So, whatever it is that you're after, as long as you're not hurting someone else, it's your right. See, people that believe in freedom, we don't believe our rights come from government. We believe the government's job is to protect our freedoms, and that whether you worship God or not isn't the point. The point is our rights come from God, and the founders set it up that way because even an atheist ends up better off in a society where our rights come from God that they don't have to worship than from the government. Because if the government is in control, they can control you. We are a nation of laws. We're governed by laws. We're not governed by men. We don't have a dictatorship. We don't have although it seems like it's heading that way. I guess to bring this back to the point, to bring this home, marriage used to be a private institution. It was always a religious institution. The government got involved after the fact and started initiating special tax incentives for filing jointly. Health insurance became, you could get that, blah, 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 blah. My view is, rather than fighting so hard for this institution, which is a failure, over 50% of the people get divorced now, and by the way, the divorce rate started skyrocketing when government made marriage a secular institution. When it was run by the church, the divorce rate was not this high. Government, I think, has contributed to a breakdown in the family. That's another point. And I actually think Democrats like a breakdown in the family. They like, because single women, people like that need the government. They need that security. The Democrat Party is more relevant if more people are poor and there's a breakdown in the family. That's a whole other argument. But to bring this back to gay marriage, I would argue, again, rather than going after the same rights that straight couples get, I would argue, why is the government giving straight people these benefits? I'd rather the government just get out of marriage altogether. Return it back to a private entity. I know that seems far-fetched to a lot of people, and how would you do it? I just don't understand. If you took the government out of marriage altogether and just made it a private institution, think about it. You would solve almost every problem. Almost every problem to date that I can think of that's causing division in this country is where the government got involved. Freedom unites people. It really does. I really want people to think long and hard about this. And I always hear the argument from gays, well, we can't, that's never going to happen, and until that happens, we might as well get the same rights as straight couples. And that's a legitimate argument, but that's a different argument. The bottom line is, gay people compare gay marriage to the civil rights, and I'm sorry, it's not the same thing. I can't, if I'm black, I can't hide it, you could argue, well, most gay people can't hide the fact that they're gay, but you can't prove that. Obviously, someone's black. Black people were slaves. Then even after slavery was abolished, we had to fight for their right to vote. Most of them stayed in poverty. They couldn't go get jobs right away. They couldn't get into schools. Segregation. They were segregated from society. What gay person can't get into a nice school or doesn't have a great job if they want it? Gays over-exaggerate their level of victimhood in this country. Go to Europe, where the Muslims are infiltrating Europe. Go to a Muslim country and try to be gay. Please. Christians, and I say that because America is largely Christian, this country is far more tolerant of gay people than I've ever even seen, even to black people. And yet, unlike any other country, the blacks here, unlike blacks in, let's say, Britain or other countries, it's just this inflamed, constant debate over race and we're victims and we need taken care of. And I just get tired of it.